If you'd like to see how I did it, please keep watching. To start this look today, I'm going to moisturize, and I've been really liking the Dermalogica Dynamic Skin Recovery. So they have a morning one. This one has an SPF 50 in it, and they also have a night one, and it's with their Age Smart line. It's always really important, pretty much with the, what I think, like age 19, you should actually start using anti-aging products. That sounds kind of scary, you know? Luckily for me, I'm an oily mess, so I'll probably look fine. You know those old ladies from Mad Max, the Volvolini? Those are my goals. I want to look old and like badass and riding a motorcycle. We're letting our moisturizer sit in and just soak into our skin for a little bit. We're going to move on to primer. So I've been using the NYX Studio Perfect Photo Loving Primer. For me personally, it seems like it's very similar to Smashbox. I like to shake it up a bit, because especially with these kind of primers, you get like that first goop. It's like super liquidy, but if you shake it up, it's a little less liquidy. It's kind of like when you first open something, you just get all the liquid and you're like, ugh, that doesn't feel nice. But this one's really going to smooth any texture on my skin. I definitely have a lot of texture. I also have pores. It doesn't really cover up my pores as much as I would like. So if you're someone that would really prefer that nice, like, good slate, I would say get something that's specifically better for. But it feels really nice and silky, so I don't have too many problems with it. So next we move on to foundation. I just started trying the Mercier Silk Cream Oil-Free Foundation. I love this so much. I have been on and off like a bajillion different foundations all year, yet to find anything that I felt like I really liked, and I love this. I feel like the coverage is beautiful. It's just light enough. It's not too much for me since I'm very oily, but it's like a medium to full coverage, so it's a little buildable. So my color is in Rose Ivory. It does suggest we shake it, so I'm going to do that before I start putting it all over my skin. And then I will put a little bit on my hand here. Just a little bit. And then I will be using my IT Cosmetics foundation brush. Used so much that the font has been worn down. And it's just so pretty. Really, I love the coverage for this. Like, it instantly covers everything that I need. I don't have to worry about my acne scars. I don't have to worry about discoloration because I got a little bit around my eyes, but not too much. This stuff just works so beautifully. And for me especially, I'm very fair, but I have a lot of pink undertones. So when I saw that it was called Rose Ivory, I was like, hey, sounds like me. And let me tell you, it totally was. Laura Mercier is definitely one of those older brands. It's not cheap. So if you feel like you're interested in a dupe, let me know and I will look around and I'll see if I can find anything at a more reasonable price that's similar. So for my concealer, again, I have something a little more high-end today. I just got it. It's the Bobbi Brown Intensive Skin Serum Concealer. So the reason I was drawn to this is because lately for me, I turned 24 this month. Not that I feel like I'm worried about a lot of stuff, but I started seeing lines under my eyes, and I looked at myself and I said, that's not cool. We're not ready for this. We're still young. We don't need that in our life right now. So what I like about this is it does have some anti-aging properties to it that are going to help be really cooling for the under eye. For me personally, my face is oily, but my under eyes are very dry. So I definitely try to find something that's going to be a little more hydrating. What I love about this, little bit, long way. I'm not exaggerating. Apply this right here. And that's all I need. Super brightening. My color is Warm Ivory 3. A be using my MAC 252 brush just to brush out our concealer here. It's just beautiful. It feels so light, but the coverage is really good. I think that's the one thing that's like, these products are very expensive, Bobbi Brown, Laura Mercier, but there are definitely some of the brands where the price is worth the product. So to set everything we just put on, I'm going to be using the NYX finishing powder. It's their HD finishing powder. I'm just getting it on a nice fluffy Morphe brush here and patting it everywhere, because HD implying that this is going to look flawless up to 4K definition. But you know, I'm looking at it on camera now and it's looking pretty flawless. I'm digging it. Primer today, you don't need something as strong, but I've actually been using the NYX glitter primer. Usually want to use this when you're using a loose glitter, but I've really been digging it in general for an eye primer. So it comes out in a little bloop. And you can feel it's super, super sticky. Not like lip gloss level sticky, but you can feel the tackiness when you apply it. And that, for me, is awesome, because I know that I'm really not going to have to worry all day. I wonder if you can like see it. Yeah, see it? It's kind of gross, right? For today's palette, what I've really been loving using is actually Sephora's Minnie Mouse Edition palette. So this was like, it wasn't even fair for like those of us that are disgusting Disney fanatics. It's just like, yes, I will buy that instantly. And you know, I did. Well, my mom bought it for my birthday. It was a good birthday. I got lots of makeup. Get off my back. I'm just going to start out using that nice neutral color here for my base. This one is called Flirt in a Skirt. So I'm going to use that guy in my crease today as well. So I'm using the double-ended side of this brush. So always keep a clean, fluffy brush nearby. We're just going to kind of start blending out what we've got going on here. This one is called Pick Me Up at 8. So again, we're just using the smaller edge of that double-ended brush. And what we're going to do a little differently is we're going to kind of draw a little triangle and bring it in. So instead of using the clean fluffy brush, I'm going to use the other end of that brush. It's a little bit tighter of a fluffy brush, so it kind of helps blend it a little bit more into the other colors that we were using. So from here, I want like a really pretty white base. So I will be using this Espionage Cosmetics color called the Engineer. This one has such a beautiful, like, iridescent look to it, and I really love it. So just to blend it a little more with that inner corner, or I mean that crease line that we have going on, I'm just going to come back in with the same I'm going to come back in with that same double-ended brush here. So I just came right back in and darkened that part up just a little bit. I wanted it a little darker, a little bolder. But once we have that on, I'm going to start focusing just underneath my eyes here. So we're just going to come back in with that darker brown and just bring it underneath. And then for going a little bit more in the inner corner, I want to use that other Espionage Cosmetics color. Okay, so next is eyeliner. We're going to be using the good old trusty Kat Von D Trooper liner. So we still have mascara to do. We'll leave that off for now. I want to go back to the rest of the face. For bronzing, I've been really into using just this good old itty bitty little Hoola benefit. Coming back with just a smaller fluffy brush, I'm going to contour my nose a little bit. So we want to glow today, so we are going to use the Glow Kit from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Yay! And patting back and forth. And then we are going to... Oh, so bright. So I want to do down my nose, Cupid's bow, and chin. So highlighted down my nose. We're super bright right now, and I'm really digging it, alright? For our blush, I just want something really light. I don't need a lot of color in my blush right now. So I'm going to use one of the baked blushes from Too Faced. Just a little rosy. What a time. So, for my brows, I really like... I was on this hunt to find just something that I felt like got me a nice red without me having to use red eyeshadow, because I don't want like the comically red eyebrows. I want the natural, and I found this from MAC. It's called Strut. Okay, let's go back to the eyes real quick before we finish off the look. I want to do a little bit of my waterline here, so I'm going to use my MAC eye pencil in Coffee. Mascara! So, from Benefit, the They're Real Mascara has been my favorite. I love the brush. I feel like it really gets near my lashes. I'm going to use the primer first. This is their tinted primer. From here, we'll go back to the regular They're Real Mascara in black. Before we get to the lips, I just want to add a little bit of glitter into the inner corners of the eye. Another Espionage Cosmetics color I will be using is called Frell. It's from the Curses edition. And just focus, kind of. There we go. You can kind of see it. It's super glittery. So everything else is pretty bright. So let's get a nice dark lip for funsies. This is Anastasia's Beverly Hills Sad Girl. It's all pretty. So real quick, I'm just gonna go do my hair. I'll be right back. And this is our finished look. I'm really digging it. You know what? I'm really digging it. It's very light. It's very like fairy-like. It's bright. And the bold lip is really fun. And it matches my hair color like really well. And I'm not sure if I want my bangs in my face today or not. But thank you so much for watching. And I will see you guys next time.